What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys have been doing wonderful today. It's been so long since we cooked some cookies. I think last time it was last Christmas of 2023, and I just got myself this brand new table. If you guys haven't watched that last video, or not really last video, but if you haven't watched that video, go ahead. I'll link it down below so you guys will be able to see it, or somewhere in the screen until I get monetized and then be able to actually add it. But this time I want to make some peanut butter cookies. Now this recipe is very straightforward. There's two varieties of them that everybody will recognize. There's the one that comes from a peanut butter jar, and which contain high calories, but it's very flavorful. I like the taste of this. There's also the other one, which comes in from powdered peanut butter. I have this kind of brand called Naked Peanut Butter. Usually people buy the BitFit or some sort. I forgot what the name of it, but it's so recognizable. Everybody actually recognizes exactly which one it is. This is the same thing, except this didn't have a lot of amino acids built into it. It only contain peanut as an ingredient, so I actually prefer this instead. The only place I find this is Amazon. I've never really seen it in the stores before. So if you like to have something low calories and enjoy some good cookies, powdered peanut butter is going to be the way to go. But if you want flavor, so you actually stay with this instead. Now both can produce the same thing, so this will take a little more time to actually build it to this, but they dry this, so the oil and the water that comes from the peanut is already gone, so it's gonna be more runny, so it's gonna be really difficult to do the baking. So for this recipe I'm gonna stick with regular peanut butter. You find this at Costco. This is also organic, and dry roasted organic peanuts, so it's one ingredient, and sea salt, so there's two ingredients. You're gonna need sugar for this, so this is gonna be sweet. So if you're trying to lose weight, I advise you not to do this, but if you want something sweet with some protein in it, this is gonna be good. Also, if you have peanut protein powder, will actually help you in this case. Now in my case I only have vanilla, so I'm gonna include it within it because the peanut is gonna retain the shape. It's not gonna really change at all, so there's gonna be some more proteins in it. I'd say 5 to 6 grams of protein, but it stays sweet. So if you're trying to lose calories, again, you do not do something like this. But for me, I want the flavor, and I also want some protein. Bodybuilding journey usually contain of a lot of plain food, so to have some fun with the type of food that you eat, sweetness is very useful. It goes a long way, and it makes the journey a little more pleasant. Now, I said this in my last video, it's always going to be portions whenever you're trying to lose weight. So the more natural the ingredient is, the better, but they also very important about your portions and your macros. Don't ever forget that. Later on, in a couple of more videos, I'll say 60 videos or so, I'll go into depth and how to do your macro. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy cooking, enjoy some good food, and I'm gonna share it with us. Make some cookies. Now this recipe, only 3 ingredients: eggs, peanut butter, and some sugar. Now I'm gonna use brown sugar because it's gonna give it that extra depth of flavor. My peanut butter already have salt, so as I go, if it needs a little more salt, I'll add to it. You can also use brown sugar to garnish it at the end to make it even more tastier. Now while we mix this, we're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. If you haven't touched the oven for so long, just make sure there's nothing in it, because I created that mess a long time ago. FYI, we actually have a pan in here. We need 260 grams of peanut butter. This is a fresh patch of peanut butter. If you guys never really bought organic peanut butter before, it comes with a lot of liquid, so you have to stir it. It's very difficult. I'm gonna give this piece to my dogs because I love this. Come here, girl. Say hi to the camera, boy. Good job, boy. Good job. All right, come on, go down. Go to your seats. Go sit. If you actually do this by hand, I really feel sorry for you. Try to invest in something like this. This is only $20. It will help you out a lot. But if you don't, may the muscle be with you. This is ready. Now my dog loves this part. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna hand it to them. You guys are not gonna be able to hear me. They're gonna continue licking this thing for hours. Now we add 200 grams of sugar. This is a lot of sugar. I'm gonna be transferring this to a mixing bowl, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it here. Let's see if I can pull this off. All right, got it. One. Come on, egg white, go down. There you go. Now this calls for 60 grams of egg white. Don't judge me how I'm doing this. I'm not really good at it. 80 grams of egg white. Extra protein. We'll be fine. It goes without saying, this dough is edible the way it is. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm gonna add some protein in it. But for now, we're gonna leave it as this. We're gonna use a scoop to make the perfect shape cookies. Now this is very wide, but it's the same size as a normal protein scoop that everybody uses. So this thing is 39 cc and the other one is 70. So I take back what I say. This is actually smaller, but it's a bit wider. So be careful when you actually put the gaps between one another. You'll see exactly how I'm doing it. 3. There you go. Now we're gonna bake this for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna make 2 of them. So this is my first batch. I think we're gonna get 3 out of this. 1, and take back what I say, only 2. Now for this, I'm gonna actually put some chocolate chip just to see how the taste is going to be. In the oven, it goes for 10 to 12 minutes in the center rack. Don't ever forget that. Leave it in the center rack. It's very, very important. I made a mistake a long time ago with a different type of recipe and I overcooked the cinnamon roll. Trust me, center roll. You can see the difference between this to that. Ooh, it's hot. Not supposed to be touching that. I cooked it as a cube. I have to cook it for a little longer to be fully cooked. And it turned a little brown on the outside and it kind of burned from underneath it from the excess sugar. So this is not ideal, but for my mistakes, we'll make a better cookie next time. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be mixed with protein powder instead. So it's gonna have high protein and the sweetness is gonna stay in place. I feel bad. You guys can't smell it, but I can smell the burn more. So I'm gonna enjoy the one with the chocolate chip instead. Let's garnish it in a plate to make it look nicer. It removes all of this burnt stuff. It's actually charred from underneath. When you enjoy a cookie, you're not supposed to have a chard. Fortunately, the top portion is actually very soft. You can actually squish it, so it's edible. If I can cut this, it's gonna be still edible. But for demonstration purposes, for a thumbnail, I'm gonna have to make it look nicer. So sorry for the people that click on it. But I do appreciate you guys watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Yeah. I can. But with this, well.